Hello everyone. I am Puneet Kumar DG, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government First Aid College, Varamasagara. As you all know, we are discussing the subject financial markets and services. In that, we are discussing the module number 5, the mutual funds. The topic of present video is principal parties to a mutual funds. Now let us recall what we have discussed in our previous video. In our previous video, we discussed about the mutual fund, meaning of mutual funds. The mutual funds are the collective investment scheme where amount will be mobilized from the public and will be invested in a securities in the form of a portfolio. And also we discussed about two definitions of mutual fund, and also we discussed about the features of mutual funds. Now let us discuss the present topic, principal parties to the mutual funds. Here the principal parties refers to the very important the key players who are operating in a mutual fund industry. There are various principal parties. First among them is sponsor, the second one is board of trustees, third one asset management company, fourth one custodian, and fifth one is there are some other parties. Let us discuss one by one. The first principal party of mutual fund is sponsor. Promoter of a mutual fund is called as a sponsorer. The sponsorer is a company who are going to establish a mutual fund unit. The sponsor is the company which sets up mutual fund as per the provisions laid down by the SEBI, and SEBI mainly fixes the criteria of sponsor based on sufficient experience, the net worth, and as well as the past track records. The example of a sponsor is UTI sponsored UTI mutual funds, and also we can consider the Canara Bank which sponsored Canara mutual funds, and also you can consider the Axis Bank which sponsored the Axis mutual funds. And requirement to become a sponsor are a sound financial track record of operating in financial markets over a 5 years prior to the registration, means they should have at least minimum experience of 5 years in the financial markets, and they should made profits in 3 years out of the 5 years track record. The next point is they should contribute minimum 40% of the capital of the asset management company. These are the three requirements to become a sponsorer. And what are the activities which are performed by the sponsorer? The first one, they establishes the mutual fund as a trust under the Indian Trust Act and gets mutual fund registered under the SEBI. They are going to set up a trust for the purpose of starting a mutual fund company, and they appoint board of trustees and as well as asset management companies, the custodian with the approval of SEBI. All other parties will be appointed by the sponsorer. Then the second, the principal party to the mutual fund is board of trustees. The trustees are appointed by the sponsorer and entrusted with the management of mutual fund. This board of trustees is with the responsibility of managing all the affairs with the mutual fund company. They should act according to the provisions of Indian Trust Act of 1882. So they should follow the all rules and regulations which are laid down under this act. They are the responsible for ensuring investor interest in the scheme, and they have to taken care of properly. Means the primary objective of the board of establishing a board of trustees is to take care the investors interest. They do constant monitoring of the operations of the various schemes, means as the various schemes which are offered by the mutual fund company or asset management company will be continuously monitored by this board of trustees. In return for their service, they are paid the trustee fees which are normally charged to the scheme. This is as per the provisions which are of a company, they will be paid with the trustee fees. Then the next party is asset management company. The asset management company is an expert body concerned with the investment of funds in a diversified portfolio of the securities. This asset management companies employs large number of professionals for investment, research, and as well as agent servicing. This asset management company also comes out with the new schemes periodically, and it plays key role in running of mutual fund, and it operates under the supervision and guidance of the board of trustees. The work of mutual fund will be performed by this asset management company. This asset management company will pool the funds from the public, and they will construct a portfolio, and they will invest that fund in a portfolio. For construction of portfolio and to manage the investment activities, they are going to employ lot of professionals, and based on the expertise of these professionals, the portfolio will be constructed by this asset management companies, and this will be continuously supervised by the board of trustees. The important points in connection with the AMC, that is asset management companies, are they are registered as a private limited company, but they will take license from the company to operate as an asset management, the license from the SEBI to operate as an asset management company. The capital for these asset management company will be provided by the sponsor and their associates, and the minimum net worth of the company should be 1 crore all times. It should not be below the 1 crore at any time. They cannot act as a AMC more than for one mutual fund. If a company is acting as a asset management company for one particular mutual fund, then it cannot act as a asset management company for another mutual fund company. They cannot undertake any business other than the asset management of mutual funds, and the business on principal business of that AMC should be the management of a mutual fund scheme. And they are going to sign an investment agreement with the board of trustees, and they charge fees for the work of investment management, which is calculated as a percentage of net assets managed, and this is going to be called as an AMC charges. The next principal party is custodian. The custodian is appointed for safekeeping of securities and participating in a clearing system through the approved depository. And the function of this custodian is the follow-up of various corporate actions such as rights, bonus, buybacks, dividend declared on the advice of the asset management company. Means here, whenever the securities are purchased by an asset management company, these securities will be held by this custodian, and this custodian will be always keeping track on these securities. Means whatever the returns earned, means that is dividend declared on these securities, and as well as the right options which are provided by the companies, and as well as whenever the company is going to announce bonus shares, and whenever the company is announcing the buyback of shares, these things will be kept track by these custodians. And their second function is they are going to ensure that securities bought are transferred to the demat account. Means whenever frequently when the asset management companies are going to purchase the securities, these means whether these securities are deposited into the demat account of the AMC will be ensured by the custodian. And when the shares are sold, the delivery instructions are issued by the custodian. So these are all some of the functions which are done by the custodian. The next some of the parties and their functionaries are the bankers will handle the financial dealing of a mutual fund. Every mutual fund company will appoint one of the banker to handle their financial obligations and as well as financial the transactions. And also they are going to appoint transfer agents who maintain the account of investors investment and disinvestments from the scheme. Means some of the AMCs will themselves act as a transfer agents, and some AMCs will appoint separate transfer agents who are going to maintain the accounts of their clients. And they are going to appoint distributors to popularize the units and as well as the mutual funds among the investors. The various the distributors are appointed at the different parts of the nation to act as their representatives and to sell the mutual fund units. So now let us summarize the whole session. The various entities are involved in the management of mutual funds. They are the first one is sponsorer, the second one is board of trustees, the third one is asset management company, and fourth one is custodian. And along with these people, there are few other people who are operating, such as the bankers, and as well as the distributors, and as well as the trustees. And the sponsor is the promoter of a mutual fund, and mutual funds are monitored by the board of trustees, and asset management company manages the funds of various schemes, and the custodians maintain the custody of the securities which are purchased by the asset management company. So you can use these references for your further readings: Khan M.Y., Indian Financial System, Theory and Practice, Tata McGraw-Hill; E. Gordon K. Natarajan, Financial Markets and Services, Himalaya Publications; Raman V.S., Financial Markets and Services, Chetana Book House Publications. I thank everyone for watching this video, and also comment with your queries and as well as suggestions. Thank you everyone.